Okay, we have to stop because of copyright.
Daddy
All
Disney's
right.
gonna be mad.
All right. Welcome to the Comic Crypt podcast. I'm the Holy Ninjato, your main host. With me is not the last one who has to battle the evil airplane man.
Yeah, that's true. And gotta take them down. They've had it too good up there for too long.
Oh,
Along with him is the hungry Changus.
I haven't eaten dinner. I got a bowl of chips, so you hear crunching, that's me.
What type of chips?
I don't know, it's just some kind of potato chips. I didn't really check the brand.
Are
I
they
just saw chips.
Are they kettle cooked chips, baked chips?
I think they're baked.
Good. And then we have Mr. Matchstick.
Yo.
So, what are you guys thinking of the overall?
Everything ties back to Wilson Fisk in some way or another.
The Kingpin. So, what do you guys think of this reading overall?
He's fat.
Is Kazar a big deal? Because I saw you guys like saying like, "Oh my gosh, it's Kazar," and like the DMs. Like, is he a big deal?
Not really.
We'll
Just
we'll
he's just a surprising face to show up. He's just a real minor character that you don't really expect to show up.
Genghis Kazar is like just halfway down like the Marvel iceberg. He's really that guy who like you're never going to expect a live action movie adaptation.
Yet does have a habit of cameoing in a lot of things that you never expect.
I remember
Really?
him in Superhero Squad.
He was in Superhero Squad.
Hero up.
Oh, Hero Up.
Superhero Squad.
Hero Up. Superhero Squad.
Hero up.
Peak Marvel fiction, dear.
But he's like Tarzan.
That's it.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
Tarzan
basically.
he's Tarzan with Diego.
With Diego. I guess. Apparently, saber-tooth tigers haven't gone extinct yet in the Marvel universe.
Well, okay. Here's the cool part about him. He lives in the Arctic in a underground weird place called the Savage Land, which is this giant Neolithic area under the Arctic.
Yeah, I know about the Savage Land because of Transformers. Is back when Marvel was still had Transformers. That's how the
It's
Dinobots
also-
came to be.
It's also where Sauron lives.
Yes.
You know,
Zor-
the guy
Oh,
who
the
cured
pterodactyl
cancer.
guy who wants to turn everyone to dinosaurs. Okay,
You cure cancer. I don't want to cure cancer. I'll turn them
I
into
want to turn everyone to dinosaurs.
All right. So we got 52 Amazing Spider-Man, 51 actually, not 52.
The Kingpin is back.
Well, this is his first actual full appearance.
Oh, really?
He is a chubby boy, that Mr. Fisk.
Well, like the previous one is just his introduction. It's like, okay, he's like the boss. This one is really showcasing of who Kingpin is, what he can do.
I just assumed he showed up in like other stuff as well. So
No,
Oh no!
he was
Last issue was his first appearance.
oh,
Oh, and this issue is like just when he's just fully in charge.
he's fat.
He's large and in charge.
Changus, he's a hippo. That's not fat. That's muscle.
Yeah, but that was the point of the comic. One of the
No, it's like it's because of that. It's because of that video. The whole joke, like, my father was disappointing me because I was fat.
Yeah, in that same show, the Spider-Man 90s is like, this is like 200 pounds of fully packed muscles as he's crushing Spider-Man in a bear hug.
I will kill Spider-Man to prove my father wrong because of my fat.
Like, seriously, he would be like a secret boss in Yakuza, like a super boss.
Like Shimano?
Yeah, he would be the main boss. Yeah, like he would be the final boss of a Yakuza game.
Oh.
Yeah, and it would be like a hell of a fight.
Can't So like if Shimano had more love.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay. So this one is very simple. It's like Spider-Man's back. He's trying to figure out who the Kingpin is. Meanwhile, the Kingpin is like, we need to get rid of Jameson, and also the subplot with Foswell trying to get into Kingpin's good graces.
Oh yeah, Foswell. It's like, ooh, we're gonna get rid of Jameson. That bastard. What are you tying me up? Why are you kidnapping me? I told you to not write hit pieces on us.
And tale as old as time. We're reading a comic book about how Wilson Fisk wants to take out J. Jonah Jameson because because of something that happens in the Bugle, and the newest Ultimate Spider-Man movie is about. The new Ultimate Spider-Man comic is about Wilson Fisk wanting to take down J. Jonah Jameson because of something to do with the Bugle.
Also, this is just a common. This is just a common thing.
Well, it's a mob boss. Mob boss plots.
Yeah, but I'm asking, like, is that just really just a common thing that just happens throughout just Wilson Fisk? God, that damn J. Jonah.
It's not too common. I just find it amusing because of how recent comic books are going now, and just like reading this back, and I'm like, wow, this is just something. It's just something like that, like a boomerang, just comes back around. You'll just get a story.
Mm.
Though, like, as you probably can know, Changus, is that Kingpin later was just transferred to Daredevil and more associated with him later on.
It's because all the New York street level guys, they're all kind of just like
Kingpin's like the
unit.
Kingpin's like the final boss of the New York street level hero.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he really is just like a mafia boss. He's someone who wants power and acclaim, but deep down inside, he thinks himself as just, oh yeah, I am the one who, screw the politicians and like everyone else. I am the one who's going to keep this city, in control.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's why a major plot point in the Spider-Man PS4 game is when you take him down, it causes crime to go out of control.
Right.
Yeah.
And what was the daily life subplot for in this one? I'm trying to remember.
It was Peter going saying sorry to Jonah. Aunt May is moving in with Ann Watson.
Yep.
Yeah, and so now Aunt May is renting out the house with Peter still in it. It's kind of weird, but okay.
Yeah.
We gotta make money somehow.
Yeah, I'm just looking through it, and Yeah. He saves Peter saves the building at one point. Okay, yeah, from collapsing that can partially cause. And then the issue ends with Peter having a first day back from his week retirement, and he got his butt whooped hard.
Gas attack! Psst. Ah! I can't see! Get gassed!
And then it leads into the next issue, where it's Jay Jamison's favorite day. This is the death that he really wants to be in.
Tied
Drowning
up with Spider-Man. I like how throughout the whole issue, JJ just thinks that Peter's just like going crazy from because near death, like, oh my gosh, you're insane! I gotta get out of here! Ah!
And
I like when Jameson gets loose, he gets knocked out instantly. It's like, there we go.
yeah. Oh yeah. And then,
incapacitated.
Yeah, and back in the Bugle, we get. I think 51 is we get to Joe Robertson, right? We get introduced him as a new character.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Joe.
Jameson's ever competent, number 2.
Yeah, it's either this one or the previous one. They explicit. I remember they explicitly said I am the new editor, not editor in chief. Yeah,
assistant editor. Yeah, because Jonah's editor in chief.
Yeah, but that is just fun. And also we have a scene with Ned Leeds heading out to look for Jameson, and Betty's like, "Oh no! Oh no! You could die!"
Oh yeah. I forgot Leeds was in here.
Well, yeah, because Betty and Leeds are having less of a role now because we got new supporting cast.
Yeah.
And I think that's why we're tying up they tied up the Foswell end by having him
die.
Die heroically.
His heroic sacrifice, being cradled in the arms of Spider-Man. There are very few people who get that honor. There's Uncle Ben. There's a man who shall not be named until we get to him. But it's there's very few people that Spider-Man.
The man who will die at issue 90.
There's the woman who broke her neck, who shall not be named.
So Foswell gets the exclusive honor of being cradled by Spider-Man.
Yeah. That is cool. And I'm just briefly looking through it. We just have a fun scene with Flash Thompson and company.
Flash is back from the war, guys. He survived Nam and didn't get anything terrible.
Not only that, he single-handedly ended it. The Vietcong all surrendered when they heard that. Eugene the Flash Thompson was about to land.
He came back from Nam with no PTSD or anything like that.
Well,
let's go.
This is how he defeated him. He just goes, Flash! Oh! Savior of the universe!
Bow, bow.
Democracy for all. No fall Saigon. Let's go, folks.
I imagine it's like that one Family Guy clip was like, "Hey guys, guess what? Democracy just came in."
All right. It was a cool two-parter, technically three-parter, showcasing how great Spider-Man is and how cool Kingpin is as a villain, and definitely sets him up as a recurring foil for this new age of Peter Parker's life.
Peter!
Now on to the next one. The Doc Ock saga.
Yeah, the doctor's in.
The actual archenemy of Spider-Man.
Yeah, this arc pretty much solidified that. Yeah, Doc Ock is the true arch nemesis of Spider-Man.
So when did they start using, Green Goblin more as like, the main go-to guy for Peter to fight?
I would say as soon as they killed Gwen with Goblin.
Ah.
And then he died shortly after Gwen. And then they brought him back in the 90s.
Goblin is like the Dark Reflection. He's the foil of Spider-Man. He's where he very much is just someone that Spider-Man keeps fighting, and sometimes it's just like something. Sometimes it's hard for him to eke out a victory with Goblin. But like Doc is his true nemesis because
he just keeps on coming.
Yeah,
and there's no putting the Doc down for long.
Yeah, and also Spider-Man points this out himself in this issue is that he never gets a real decisive victory over Doc Ock.
Yeah, Doc, Goblin is someone that like Peter needs to overcome because it's life or death. Doc is just somewhere where it's like, yeah, they are on equal terms with each other.
Yeah, and plus, like, the only time I remember it's only in recent that you could say there was a decisive victory, which was with Superior Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like, that's the closest thing in comics I can remember that it's like, okay, Spider-Man defeats Doc Ock. Like, we can't... like, the other Spider-Man villains, you can go back to a fight that it's like, yeah, he definitely defeats this villain.
Okay.
So anyway, let's go to the issue, beginning with Peter reading the newspaper in front of the Daily Bugle.
Spider-Man, what are you doing here? Get out of here! And it's like screw you, Jameson. This newspaper's trash, anyways. Bye.
He got a specifically no loitering, especially Spider-Man sign right there. Right next.
Oh yeah. Photos by Peter Parker.
Photos by Peter Parker.
Oh yeah, he watermarks his photos.
That is so beautiful. And then this is actually the first date night of Peter and Gwen.
Oh yeah.
They technically have a professor with them, but it counts.
It's something.
It checks out.
Yeah.
I just love it. Also, the interaction with Harry and Flash Thompson after, the usual Peter and Thompson spat. And Harry is like, come on, Flash, he's not that bad. And then Flash is like, yeah, but he still needs to get his butt whooped.
Listen, Harry. You just need a few hours in the laboratory, and you'll come out fine. Still gonna kick his ass when he comes out, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Harry. I want to mention this. Like throughout these issues, Harry's just kind of he's kind of an ass to Peter. It just boils down to where the fuck is Peter? That bastard! I'm gonna kill him if he ever shows his face. And so it's like, hey Harry, shut up, Peter! I don't want to see your face.
It feels like it just like they were planning on doing it like doing a sub story for that, but it just kind of went nowhere by the end of this.
Yeah, it could be. It's just the chances, just the plot, the main plot taking over.
Well, it's just kind of funny. It's like, damn Peter. I hope I never see his face again. Hi Harry. Shut up, Peter. Don't show your face. Damn it. Where's Peter? I need to see him again.
I do have a question, Not. Is the professor taking Peter and Gwen to the science fair with the nullifier retcon to be the Jackal?
The Jackal?
Honest.
Yo, we getting clones in here.
What, Not?
Uh-oh. He's muted.
And he's been taken by the Jackal. There's a clone being made of Not.
Oh no! Yeah, Genghis. The Jackal, it was a professor who had a interest in Peter and Gwen, and he was responsible for both clone sagas.
Oh. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot that there's 2 of those sagas.
The original one was at least decent, and was because it was only like a couple issues.
Hmm.
I kind of want to read it. I feel like I don't know if we should go into further Spider-Man runs, but I feel like we should at least sometime read the Clone Saga, like the original one.
I would definitely be fond of going into Conway's run, but more in like future, way in the future. We got DC to do. A DC book, and then like a Marvel team book or something.
Yeah, a few other arcs.
Yeah. Sorry, no. Yeah, this is implied to be the Jekyll by
Retcon.
Yeah, by Conway. Retcon.
All right, Not. Where's the real Not?
Huh.
I'm sorry, he was the clone this entire time. I should have told you guys.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, but anyway, during the science fair, they're introducing the nullifier.
Not to be confused with the ultimate nullifier.
The ultimate nullifier.
Oh yeah, the pistol version, made by Forge, right?
The one from the Galactus arc from Fantastic Four. The ultimate nullifier.
Oh, okay, I remember that now.
The ultimate. All right, we wrote ourselves into a corner. Get out the ultimate nullifier.
The ultimate nullifier.
Yeah, I can't remember what was the gun that Forge made that took Storm's powers away at one point. What that was called, but Marvel does have a lot of nullifiers.
But there can only be one ultimate nullifier.
Behold, the nullifier! Ooh. Behold, the super nullifier!
Behold, the plain nullifier.
The plain nullifier. Ooh.
Behold, it's Doc Ock! Okay, I just
Doc
love it
not
that
a
the
nullifier.
I just love it that the implication is that Doc Ock actually put in his application, like get tickets to go in.
Oh, come on, he's a criminal. He does crime. He forges them.
Yeah, but still, he walks in. No one noticed somebody with goggles and a bowl cut.
Well, he wears a hat and he wears a hat and he wears a comical glasses and nose and mustache thing that he puts over his goggles.
I'm sorry,
He did
I can't
stealth
think
check.
he did this though. He brought the magic D20.
The magic D20.
He had loaded dice. He had weighted dice.
Yeah. And then, of course, they tried to tear gas him, and it's like, no, I'm doing the JoJo thing. I'm swinging my arms around to create wind.
Woo!
Man, he is the ultimate nemesis. You don't see this with Spidey. Spidey gets gassed all the time, but Doc Ock, no.
Doc Ock doesn't take that shit.
He has resistance.
The funny thing is, at one point, Spider-Man did have a gas mask. So he didn't.
Oh.
Early on.
Well,
so he just didn't bring it that one time.
It's clumsy, hard to take, hard to bring on.
But yeah, they had a battle over the nullifier, web on the eyes, and then Doc Ock reveals how he escaped from the crash.
Yeah. Behold, you fool! I escaped too. Oh no!
And he discovers that he was tracked by a spider tracer, and he's like, "Time for a trap!"
I'm gonna set a bomb. And Peter's like, "Oh, I got you now, Doc Ock. Wait a minute. Something don't seem right." And then the building blows up. And Peter's alright, but then meanwhile Doc's like, "Ha! I did it! I blew him up! Oh shit! But the cops are gonna be onto me. I gotta lay low."
It's like,
this old
guy. So dang! Now I got nowhere to live. He almost took out Spider-Man, but now he doesn't have a bed to sleep in.
And he's like, "Look, no problem. Don't worry. I can just relax a bit. I'm gonna take up residence and lay low. This seems like a nice
in Queens.
Nice
place."
I wonder I need a place. Who's renting out right now? Who's renting?
I just love it how all the villains fight about stuff in the papers. Like,
come on, J. Jonah Jameson is often exaggerates. He is on the mark when it comes to getting reports on.
JJ may want to slander Spider-Man's name, but you put false facts or forgeries in this newspaper. Get out of here.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and then
but in print it's liable. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. In print it's liable.
Yes. But issue 54 is the tentacles and the trap, and it begins with a reference to annual number 1. I love it. They just made Aunt May dumb. Easily believe that the good doctor is innocent. No, I am not a supervillain. Those are the papers. It's Spider-Man.
Oh, if the papers say so, it must be true.
The gaslighting.
Meanwhile,
I'm so fucking gaslighting Pete.
God bless Aunt May, but wow, she wasn't exactly the brightest in this issue.
She was off meds.
May is too pure for this world.
She is too pure. Yeah.
And then it's revealed that he has his criminal organization all... Like, not every member of his organization was captured, so... Yes.
Yeah, there's goons, and Peter, he comes home, and it's like, Aunt May, I'm home. Oh my goodness! What's he doing here? Oh, Peter, hush.
That's my new boyfriend.
That's my new boyfriend. We're going to get married someday. Hell no, Aunt May.
Please, that storyline is dumb. Yeah, but it was funny. It is hilarious when Peter is just getting to visit his Aunt May, and it's like, "What is going on? My spider can't be is tingling," and then he opens the door. Hi. What the?
I guess we're roommates.
And then Doc Ock is like, "You better not tell the cops or anything, or I'll kill you both." And then the rest of the issue is Spider-Man trying to get Doc Ock out of the house.
Okay, how the fuck do I get him out of the house?
Get out. And then, but luckily Doc Ock is like, "All right, I'll have my goons to take him out."
He brings out the boom box. He's just standing there.
Doc Ock.
Aunt May is out in the excitement, so that's why he's like, "All right, time to go to break into my own home and try to beat the crap out of Doc Ock."
And then unfortunately, Aunt May, she shows up. It's like, oh no! The good Doctor Octopus is being attacked. And then she passes out.
And Peter is like, "No, no!" And he pulls out his mask.
It's like, no, Aunt May, wake up, wake up, Aunt May, it's me, Peter. And then Peter's like, I'm gonna kill a Doctor Octopus at this point. Oh.
I'm gonna haunt him. I'm gonna find where he lives, and I'm gonna stand outside and play my boombox.
So, ooh. And then Doc Ock wins.
And then the next issue is him invading one of the bases. Like, "Where's Ock? Where's Ock?" And then Doc Ock shows up to troll him.
You thought you were base, Spider-Man, but you were in fact cringe.
Here is the meme growing solid. That would be a Doc Ock thing.
He would turn on, and it's like, "Why are you on screen? I'm here to laugh at you."
Look at this, Spider-Man. It is I have depicted you as the Virgin and me as the Chad.
You are Crimson One. I am Monarch.
I am the Chappie.
Meanwhile, with the government.
Oh yeah, the government's getting
my
involved.
son, John Jameson, my son, the astronaut.
I forgot how much of a role Colonel Jameson is in these comics. He has appeared so much.
Huh.
Does show up a lot.
Yeah, like compared to his other media appearances, it's like super rare, and you kind of forget about that.
Oh.
No, don't worry, that was the political call.
Oh. Mr. Ninjato, are you willing to vote for our Lord and Savior Joe Biden?
I trust Joe Biden as much as I trust the government.
Okay, then.
Oh.
Norman Osborn for president.
Oh. I'm voting for Colonel Jameson. He's a good, honest
True
man.
American.
True American.
True American.
And so he is assigned to protect the nullifier because it needs final repairs at Tony Stark's place.
Oh yeah, Tony Stark. It's like, oh, I need the nullifier. Yeah.
Yep. Meanwhile, Peter is just visiting his Aunt May, making sure she's not sick, and then
Making sure she, isn't gonna pass out again.
Yep. And then we have like this fun bit of MJ and Gwen Stacy, which I think this is the first time we see Gwen Stacy almost to the point where we get her classic look with the hairband.
Oh.
Like it's longer on one side, but in this part of the run, we're gonna see where we get the classic hairband around the head.
Gwen hair.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Meanwhile, there was a mole in the government meeting, and that mole is telling Doctor Ock about where to get the nullifier.
A leak in the government. Never happened before.
Doc Ock is ahead of the curve.
Let's be honest. I'm pretty sure Doc Ock is working for the CIA somehow.
Doc Ock is an informant for the CIA. Please blame them.
You know Spider-Man's a piece of fiction because Peter's dad is a CIA agent who's trying to be good.
Oh, come on. There are good CIA agents. Just not the one in charge.
They're good CIA agents. They're not CIA agents for long, but they're good ones.
They're good ones. I wonder now. What if they actually just pulled that off in the Marvel comic? They just reveal. Oh, it turns out all of Peter's like rogues gallery, they're all just implants by the CIA.
That would be awful.
Yeah,
that would be.
That would be awful.
I think it would be.
It would be the equivalent of saying that Alfred was playing all of Batman's rogues gallery.
Oh yeah, I remember that one comic.
That would work for like a comedy segment, and like a non-canon thing.
Yeah, it would only work for Robot Chicken Skin.
I don't remember that one comic though.
I feel like it'd be funny if they used it like for like one villain.
One villain's working for the CIA. They're out.
Yeah.
We know who you are, Peter Parker.
It's a Electro. It's like informing on the Sinister Six.
Yeah, that would be hilarious. So, Doc Ock steals the nullifier. Chaos ensues. Jameson is like on the scene. They try to call Peter, but it's 3 o'clock in the morning. So Harry yelled at him.
Oh yeah.
It was 3 o'clock in the morning. They really should have known better.
But at the same time, it is also like peak Harry, just like I fucking hate Peter. Ugh, damn it,
it's the Osborn genes.
It's the Osborn genes. God damn it, where's that? Fuck you, Peter. I don't ever want to see your face ever again.
It will be funny.
Damn it, where's Peter's face?
It will be funny if we end up reading the part where Green Goblin returns. Harry becomes normal.
Harry becomes normal.
And like the secret factor is that Norman has to be an asshole.
That'd be sad if Harry can only be normal if his dad's the asshole. That'd be really sad.
Yeah. So meanwhile, Doc Ock is using the ultimate nullifier to test it out on technology and making them not work, and then Spider-Man fights them.
And then he gets hit with the nullifier, and because of his radioactive blood, the nullifier causes the dreaded storyline amnesia.
Ooh.
Yeah, leading into the next one where Spider-Man teams up with Doc Ock. Oh no!
The horror. Also, the nullifier can disable guns, apparently.
The nullifier works on all technology, no matter how seemingly even if they're like seemingly mechanical. It just works on all technology.
Yeah, exactly. Any like for cars, for instance, this is back in like the 70s at this point. So of course, a nullifier works so well on cars.
How come nullifier didn't just also, take out Peter's web slinger? Like that's technology. How come he can still use those?
Plot.
Yeah, the plot.
I just find it funny. It's like the nullifier doesn't, Peter, a lot of Peter is technological, but that's okay. It just wiped his memory.
Yeah, the nullifier was very selective. It's like there's a reason why Stan Lee would give out something called a no prize. Where essentially fans would actually write in either complaining about a plot point or give an explanation of why the plot worked the way that it did.
Oh, okay.
And they would get a no prize, which...
It turns out Peter's web swingers are they're made of plastic. Ooh, plastic doesn't work. The nullifier doesn't work on plastic.
Or like I could bet a no prize would have been is that Doc Ock angled the nullifier in such a way that it only hit Spider-Man.
It only hit his brain. It's like Damn! Not only is the nullifier effective, but it also has pinpoint accuracy too. Wow!
I will say this: the '90s version of the storyline is better, probably because they combined it with the boy who collects Spider-Man, except it's the girl who collects Spider-Man in that version, and also it features and also it features the most powerful ally the Spider-Man ever had: taxi drivers.
That's great.
Like, yeah, the storyline was in the show version had the girl tag on with Spider-Man, and like Doc Ock attacked Spider-Man while he was showing the city to her, and during that fight, he gets hit by the nullifier, which is more like a spider thing because it's '90s and it's a laser.
And it's a laser.
Yeah, and then and so this girl ends up rallying the assistance of all the taxi drivers to track down Doc Ock to save the day. It is awesome.
That's actually pretty wholesome. It's like, please, Mr. Taxi Driver. Well, if the little girl says so, then fuck it, I'll help. That's actually wholesome. All right.
Okay. So that is actually my first memory of Spider-Man is that episode. Is like those series of episodes dealing with because that storyline also gives you the origin of Spider-Man. Because in the show, it does not actually begin with his origin.
Oh, it doesn't.
No. This is the time. It's during this storyline where we get it.
What show actually starts with Spider-Man's origin?
Did the new one start?
The original '60s?
What about the newest one from like Marvel Spider-Man, the new one?
Yeah, probably those. The ones that nobody cares about. Okay, so anyway,
Aww,
back to the
that's
comic
sad.
version. Back to the comic version. So Spider-Man is like, who am I? Why am I here? And my spider sense is tingling. I need to fight you.
I don't know who you are, but I could. But something tells me you're bad news. I'm gonna fight you, Doc Ock. Whoa, 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 hey, Peter, calm down. It's a prank. What? It's a prank.
Just a prank, bro.
Yeah, I love it how Doc is trying to gaslight Peter or Spider-Man at this point.
He's gaslighting. Like it was a prank. See, I meant to attack you. Why? Because it was a test. You passed. Oh. All right then. But at the same time, though, what I love is at the same time Peter is already onto all this shit. So it's like you passed, Peter. Welcome to the team. It's like, oh, cool. I'm glad to be part of the team, Doc Ock. And meanwhile, Peter's like, look, I don't remember anything going on, but man, this guy's a sucker.
And then, meanwhile, the gaslighting continues to his supporting cast. Like Aunt May goes, why couldn't he get some other part-time job?
No, Peter. Why? You could have gotten a different job.
And then, what's so funny? The two people who are in support of Spider-Man. One is Jameson, and then another one is our new character, the Chad, Captain Stacy.
Oh yeah, Captain Stacy. He's cool. Captain Stacy's cool.
Super Chad. Should have had my own. I should have made a whole slide celebrating Captain Stacy. Maybe next time, or like at some point. Maybe when we cover his death. Unfortunately, it's going to be part of our run.
Aw, damn.
Yeah, but like he is such a Chad right now. But
okay, I know we're not at that issue yet, but just skipping a few issues ahead. I just kind of like this moment with Captain Stacy, where like I think it was like issue like 59 or 58, where like Gwen's like goes up to Peter and like she's hugging. It kind of looks like they're kissing, and then Peter's like, "Whoa, Gwen, your dad's here!" And his dad, and then Captain Stacy's like, "Ha ha ha! Oh, Peter, you're in love with my daughter. That's fine."
look, I am convinced that it's this arc that he figured it out.
Huh.
That he figured it out. I am totally convinced that.
My favorite Captain Stacy moment is in Spectacular Spider-Man, where he's just monologuing about how Spider-Man he's in a room with Peter alone, and he's like monologuing about how Spider-Man wears a mask to protect people, like looking directly in Peter's eyes. It's like, yeah,
you know. And so Peter breaks into the military base. So this is his actual first crime.
Mm.
But then he drops the map that leads Colonel Jameson to the villain's lair. But that is before we get this lovely nugget that I posted in the chat about Jameson. The 3 panels about kids. He's only a part. Like, where is Peter? Like,
where's Peter?
He's only a part timer. Why don't you pay him a salary?
You gotta realize, he's a part timer. He doesn't You know, you don't. It's like I don't care. I'm not giving him full salary. He still needs to be here.
No. But what's so funny is that at last the world can see that Spider-Man it really is a crook, and I have one single picture to gloat over. It's a communist plot to drive me batty. And then once Peter got the MacGuffin thing to Ock, they had to fight because, oh no, you went. You trapped them, and Peter is like, look, I don't know who am I. I'm not his partner, and no, I am not coming with you.
Sorry, Doc Ock. I thought you were base before, but now I realize you're just cringe.
You're just cringe. You see, Doctor, I'm the Giga Chad. You're just cringe.
And then the next one we meet Kaiser, and Peter is homeless at this point because he doesn't know who he is. This whole episode, this whole issue is just everyone being gaslit because Peter lost his memories. Like, at one point, Harry looked into his closet and thinks that Peter got kidnapped by Spider-Man. Meanwhile, Kazar is just walking through the street with his...
Man, I fucking hate civilization. Don't you hate civilization, Zabu? Yeah, I hate civilization too.
Like, he's walking through quite normally and everything, and then as soon as he closed the door, he's like, yes, I am free! I can get out of the closet!
It turns out Kazar was just an allegory for gay men all along. Who would have knew?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm out of the closet. Let's go.
Hey, Tom Cruise, you want to come out as well? No.
No.
and then Jameson showed up and convinced them, you need to fight Spider-Man!
We need to fight Spider-Man.
And, like, you know, he tried everything from Peter trying to talk to Captain Stacy and Colonel Jameson to even talking to J. Jonah Jameson, which is another case of Jameson screwing himself over.
Oh my gosh, Jameson. Why are you like this?
Like, he nearly had Spider-Man remove his mask.
Gosh, why are you like this, Jameson?
Only for Kazar to have a fight, to show up to fight in the Bugle. Which is like, man, do they have like a clock that resets every time the Bugle gets attacked?
Do they?
Like days without an attack at the Bugle.
Betty just comes and resets it to 0.
I would definitely have that if I was doing a show. I would definitely have that as a visual gag. So, what do you think of the fight between Kazar and Spider-Man?
It was a fight. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't really care too much about Kazar. Like, it's like, yeah, he's a thing. But again, like I saw you guys in like DMs, and you're like, oh my gosh, it's Kazar. So I thought like so like the whole time I was like, is he supposed to be a big deal or what?
Well,
I was more like, I was like, Kazar? Really, that guy? Okay.
Well,
He's
yeah,
cool and all, but
well, the funny thing is that at a later issue, I'm not sure if it's going to be what we're reading or a future one. Spider-Man, Gwen, and a bunch of civilians end up in the Savage Lands.
Oh, okay.
And then you said it was Kraven versus like that actually sounds really fun.
It does sound
yeah,
fun.
Kraven and Spider-Man versus
Yeah, it's so if I remember correctly, Kraven somehow Gwen gets captured and about to be sacrificed to Zog, which is this kaiju monster. Like think of a King Kong size, original King Kong size monster, but lizard.
Well, they didn't have
And
Godzilla
Kraven,
yet?
No, Godzilla. I don't think Spider-Man fought Godzilla in the Amazing Spider-Man comic.
Huh.
No. Yeah, no. Like he didn't. When Godzilla was part of Marvel, he never fought him.
who did fight him?
I think it could have
The champions. I know.
The champions. The champions did, and I think Thor did too as well.
Okay, actually, that sounds fun. Thor versus Godzilla.
Yeah.
So was Godzilla before Spider-Man?
No, it was during. It was so Marvel during the late 70s and maybe and early 80s had a slew of licensed titles. That's where we got Shogun Warriors.
Right.
But amongst those were like Conan, Star Wars, and Godzilla was amongst them.
Yeah. Like Transformers, right? Like Marvel Comics is literally canon to the Marvel universe.
Yeah, like issue 3 of the Marvel. I think. Yeah, it was issue 3 of Marvel Transformers. Spider-Man in his black suit just straight up shows up to help save the Autobots.
Yeah, so like any license that falls under the Marvel brand gets to be part of the Marvel universe. That was sort of like the big selling point.
Right. I'm surprised Spider-Man never fought Godzilla though. Like, you would think that's an interesting scenario. The web slingers gotta deal with the radioactive kaiju. Like, dang.
Well, yeah. Well, at the very least, Spider-Man got to fight the Titans.
Yeah. So next up is Jameson screwing himself over again. This time with the Spider Slayer.
The Spider Slayer. Jameson's got another robot to use to fight Peter.
And luckily, at this point, because of the battle with Khazar, his memory is back.
Yay.
And unfortunately, Colonel Jameson has to leave.
Turns out all Peter needed was just some cold water splash on him to wake him up.
He needed to be tackled by a saber-toothed tiger into water.
I just kind of find it funny that that's just Peter's reasoning. Like my memory's back. Huh? Guess all I needed was just some water splash on my face. Would have thunk.
So meanwhile, and then the comic is partly filled with Khazar shenanigans, and also Alistair Smythe calling in J. Jonah Jameson like, "Hey, look, I got a new Spider Slayer to kill. Capture Spider-Man."
Jameson, with no self-awareness whatsoever, jumps
right in. Well, shit, Ninwa, why didn't you say so? And then, oh my god.
Meanwhile, Peter is having a hard time getting it. He ran out of web fluid, so he has to do everything.
I have to do everything without swinging. Well, guess it's just running, jumping, and leaping like a leapfrog and all that. Alright. Peter's like, well, that was a wild adventure, losing my memory. I gotta get some sleep, man.
Kong.
Oh, come on! And then, oh my gosh, it's Jameson again, and another robot.
And then during the fight, Smites takes over. It's reveals, I'm here to kill you!
Jameson says, no, you tricked me! How dare you! Yeah, Jameson isn't exactly, really aware of what he does.
Listen, man, it's that spider.
That hatred. He
Spider
hates Spider so much that he makes so many short-sighted decisions.
I'll do whatever it takes to take him down. Team up with criminals. Hire criminals.
Create criminals.
I gotta say, reading these issues, I still don't prefer Jameson actively trying to like harm Spider-Man, like to the point like he'll create like criminals. But this Jameson though is still funny. It's still kind of funny though in his own way because he's so short-sighted.
Yeah, I think it's like, I think a mix of both would be the best one, where you show a bit more of his compassionate side, a whole lot more of you.
Like early Jameson, I just half the time he's just a dick. He's just an irredeemable dick to the point it's like, oh damn it! And then his hatred for Spider-Man just literally makes him even worse. Just, oh, I hate that Spider-Man. I got it. Gun. What? I'll have a gun. I'll shoot Spider-Man. You're gonna kill him? No, I'm not gonna kill him. I'm just gonna mortally wound him. There's a difference.
So, like, I think, like, the major... I think partly the reason his characterization was so drastic is because of the Steve Ditko influence a bit more. Because remember, like, one of the issues we read is, like, ending with him talking about how Spider-Man is much more of a man than Jameson. Which is why partly his motivation to prove that Spider-Man is a fraud and a menace to society. So it would be interesting. Like, I think if like you combine the two, like his more compassionate side with that super short-sightedness, it allows you to keep the short-sightedness that we love, where he accidentally creates villains and sets himself his own downfall, but also show that he's not like evil. He just hates Spider-Man that much.
I do like Spider-Man's corrupting the youth. Jameson, there's justification against his anger, or he can be petty, but deep down inside, he's got the journalistic flair in him. He wants to create sensation, but he's got integrity.
Right. So anyway, so in the next one, Spider-Man versus the Brainwasher.
Ooh.
where MJ became part of a prank brainwashing scheme.
It's just a prank. It's just a prank, bro.
And the issue ends with Spider-Man actually being hunted by the police. Like, actually.
They were. It's up to here. All stealing from a bank. Yeah, they were fine with that. That was okay. Terrorizing people. That's fine. Like, we realized that that was just a fake all this time. Hypnotism. Now,
That's where we draw the line.
I don't mean to be a cake shamer, but that, my friend.
No. The real crime was you stole from the government.
Oh yeah,
You stole from the government and ran away from the government.
Of course, things get worse when the government gets in here.
Like, the issue was not that Spider-Man was a threat to society and the general public. It was when he was a threat to Uncle Sam.
Apparently Uncle Sam, the CIA.
Yeah, and so we get wrapping up the amnesia arc with Peter visiting Aunt May and having to talk to the police and make up a story of, yes, I was captured by Spider-Man, but he released me once he remembered everything. And then like you get Captain Stacy being like the kind old man, showcasing like, I've been following Spider-Man this whole time. Mind if you help me, Sonny? Like, proper gentleman is like, come on. It was definitely at this point, it's like, okay, he definitely knows Peter's Spider-Man. Like, he pointed out that Spider-Man's career, the way he acts, and...
Hey, Peter, you heard of Spider-Man? I think he's a really good guy. Directly in the eyes and saying it.
Peter, I gotta say, that Spider-Man, he's not that bad. He kind of reminds me a lot of you. I said he reminds me a lot of you. Did I get? Yeah, is that getting in your head, Peter? He reminds me a lot of you. I get it.
Yeah, and then everything was going so well. Peter's reconnecting with his friends. Everything is going so well, and then we have to ruin everything for Peter again by brainwashing Captain Stacy.
Oh no!
Oh gosh!
And I love the fact that they use MJ to use a camera that hypnotizes.
It hypnotized people to go into the back room so that then they can fully complete the hypnotism. It's hypnotism, but with extra stuff.
And then, like, people was like, "What's going on?" And Spider-Man goes to the back room and fights off drugs and saves MJ.
Yeah. And then it's like, all right, tell me who's behind us. It's the Brainwasher. Who that? That's a stupid name. Who the hell is the Brainwasher?
Boom! Hi there! Oh, come on, Kingpin!
Oh gosh. You see, Peter, I brainwashed MJ because of my weight.
Oh! I don't think MJ was brainwashed though.
Was she?
No, she was just.
No. Oh, she was just dumb. Okay.
Yeah. They just used her like North Korea did with those two girls.
Oh. But this issue though, issue 60, I brainwashed Captain Stacy because of my weight.
And made him into a complete jerk.
Because of
my weight.
You will be my agent. You will be hostile to everyone, including Peter. Only a dumb blonde will believe that you're normal.
Oh
that
wait.
Is oddly specific.
Yeah, this wasn't Gwen's brightest moment either. I mean, to be fair, Peter did hit Captain Stacy, and it's like the worst part is Peter couldn't come up with a good defense for himself. Like, Peter, you hit my dad. He didn't even say it was an accident or anything like that. He just straight up said, "Yeah, it's true." You could have at least said it was an accident, Peter. It's not that good of a defense, but it's better than just no, it's true. I did hit him.
And then it just gets worse. Kingpin realizes, Peter Parker, we need to get the hitman in. And again, breaking in and causing division between the two roommates.
Well, I find it funny though, the previous issue, when Peter went to Harry, it's like, "Hey Harry, look, about what's been going on, man." And I'm sorry, "Nah, it's okay, Peter, we cool, man. We're good buddies, we're roommates." It's like,
Listen,
oh.
Man, you got kidnapped. It's all in the past.
It's all in the past. And then now it's like, oh gosh, Peter, two guys with guns came in and shut the place up. But at the same time, though,
I agree with Harry on this.
Mm.
What the fuck are you doing?
Well, yeah, this time, Harry's pretty justified, but before, it just came out across just as, damn it, I fucking hate Peter. I never want to see his face again. Oh hey hey Harry, get out of here. And then a second later, God, I miss Peter. Where the fuck is he? Now I'm mad. I never want to see his face again.
Yeah.
Here, Harry's a lot more justified for not, being mad at Peter. Peter, what the hell, man? These guys came in with guns
and tried to kill and was saying they wanted to talk to you. And I'm pretty sure they didn't want to talk to you. They wanted to kill you.
Harry, you need to understand something. When the mob says they just want to talk to you, they never want to just talk to you.
So, and then this issue ends with Peter, through Spider-Man, exposing that
Captain Stacy
is a criminal now.
Ooh. And then meanwhile, Gwen's like, "Oh no!"
Well, it could be any worse. Spoiler: the next one will finish this arc. Spoilers.
But yeah, the best way I can sum up this issue is, what happened between Peter and Gwen. I don't think anything could have prevented that. But you can still mitigate the issue by, just saying it was an accident. But instead, he just went, "No, I don't have a defense. It's true." Gwen even straight up said, "Just tell me that, you didn't do it, or it was an accident." And Peter's like, "I can't." It's like, Peter, just tell her it was an accident. She'll be mad at you, but she won't be as mad.
Don't worry, they'll probably make up in the next issue.
Yeah, we're not at that.
Instead, we're at an annual, which I am happy for.
Now hold on a minute. Who are those two shadowy figures in the corner? Ooh,
get
they
to
look
it, but
familiar.
Yes, but we'll get to them. First off, Spider-Man fights Human Torch thinking that he's going on a rampage. And then, as usual, he gets confused by a movie set. I love it that the implication that it's this universe, the camera crews are so competent that they are basically invisible until they yell cut.
I do find it interesting though how like a lot of Peter and Johnny's like relationship kind of just boils down to misunderstandings. It's like like Johnny, you should have told me that you were filming a movie. I was going to, but someone here wasn't gonna bother to sit down and listen. Oh.
And then, meanwhile, an evil mustache figure decided, hey, Johnny was filming a movie. Why not have a film with Spider-Man versus Human Torch? Back to Hollywood! I just love the idea is that villains always think that making a movie with heroes to try to kill them is like the best way possible. Like, seriously, we got Namor trying to get rid of the guys in the Fantastic Four by paying off for a movie featuring the Fantastic Four, and then throwing the heroes into a situation where they would be killed off, except for Sue Storm. Green Goblin's first story is Spider-Man on a movie theater with the actual enforcers, and now this.
Call me the Enforcer.
Oh no, we lost Matchstick.
Oh no! Damn. They got him. Yeah, but they got him. Great, oh, there he is. He's back.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
Checked out the Discord.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Now listen, Spider-Man is cringe, folks. The webhead cannot beat facts and logic. My son is an astronaut.
But anyway, so it's a very simple story. Two villains turned out to team up, and it's the Wizard from the Fantastic Four villains, who will later form the Fearsome Four. Yeah, Fearsome Four, and then Mysterio, best Spider-Man villain. Perfect setup too.
The Wizard cannot beat Mysterio's strip.
Ooh.
Yeah, and clearly with the and the Wizard screwed up the entire plan. Honestly. He came up with the plan, Mysterio joined in, and then the Wizard was too impatient.
This is Mysterio. This is what fucking happens when you work with amateurs.
Amateurs.
Like, complete morons. I'm sorry. I bet if this goes live, people will say that the Wizard is actually more of a competent villain. I hope so, because right now he's not doing a good showing.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, but about in the Fantastic Four show when he mind control the Thing? Anybody can mind control the Thing. That's like one of the most common plot points. It's either going to be the Thing or Sue Storm that gets mind controlled.
We just gonna have to bitch slap her and remember.
Or just say, "Shut up, woman."
Get back in the fucking kitchen.
Yeah, but
I'm hungry.
Anyway,
Sandwich me, bitch.
Like, the story is very simple. That Spider-Man and the Human Torch team up. They fight each other twice, and then they fight. Just chase Mysterio and the Wizard around until they finally catch them. And then it's like and then Spider-Man goes, nah, this movie idea stinks. I'm just going back to New York. Peace.
Yo, Spidey, you want some more money? Excuse me, reward? Haven't had that.
Money? Did you say money? Well, shit. Why didn't you say so? I love money. Yes. Then Peter. Who's tagging me right now? Hold on, real quick. Who's tagging me? Oh, it's Nick. What do you want, Nick?
Yeah, I think like.
Oh.
Yeah, and like with that, it's like it was a fun adventure, and so next time, what we're gonna talk about, we're gonna finish up the arc about the brainwasher.
The brainwasher.
Which is cool. And then I think I'm trying to find, where is it? All right. Yeah. I'm making sure that there is going to be an annual in their next reading.
Wilder.
Well, also after we're done with the brainwasher arc, we're going to meet Medusa.
Medusa.
Yep.
Medusa.
And we are having annual number 5.
Oh.
Which will be about the parents of Peter Parker.
CIA! Let's go!
And the return of the vultures.
Oh, both vultures.
Peter, don't ask your dad what happened in the Philippines.
And then Mysterio is gonna return with his his classic way that he's gonna, the classic depiction of Mysterio, all the classic. It's gonna be a fun 2-parter.
Son, have I ever told you about a time that I convinced the whole village that vampires were real? Fucking what, Dad?
Yeah. All right. So, I hope everyone had a wonderful time. See you next time. We're gonna cover, next reading is issues number 61 to 70 and annual number 5.
Woo!
Have a good night, everyone, and Happy New Year!